Good morning, everybody. Today I wanted to talk about decision making and how it can affect having regrets and how to lower that. For me, making decisions has always been something that, and not necessarily has been hard, but it's not something that I'm comfortable with. Being a person that I don't like to be tied down to one thing, even something simple like I remember one time I went with a couple of friends to Subway, and I've been multiple times, but this one day I was just overwhelmed by the amount of choices that I like, the amount of options I had to put on the sub. And that kind of, in our world, we live in a world where we have so many choices we can make, so many things we can do in in the day, just in the day. Uh, for example, me starting this YouTube channel was a choice. It's something that I've always had in the back of my mind, along with a lot of other things. And the thing about decisions and these choices and sticking to them is that, at least for me, not doing things or not knowing things is a lot more painful than rejections or not being able to do things. For example, I guess the best example I could give is just as simple as asking somebody out. You know, for example, when you ask somebody out or when you're thinking about asking somebody out, one is because you like them. I'm assuming, I would hope so. And so, you either want to get to know the person better, the person, and you just want to take them out, see where it goes. The thing about asking, is at least then and there, you get a definitive answer. You get a yes or you get a no. And that's that. That's it. There's nothing else to it. And it's as simple as that. But the problem starts coming when you're too nervous or you don't ask. Really, just when you don't ask, when you don't clarify the situations. And to me, that's a lot worse than receiving a no, because you could live your whole life never knowing what that was. When you don't make a decision and you don't receive a firm answer, that whole reality becomes infinite. It's kind of in your mind, because we'll never know what happened. A lot of things could have happened. She could have said yes, or if it was a he could have said yes. Whoever you're speaking to, they could have said yes. Maybe it would have worked out for a couple months. Maybe it could have been the love of your life. And down the road you end up thinking about that and having these regrets because you never knew it was a loose end. It was something that was never closed, kind of like open doors that you never wanted to know if you could walk in or not, and they're just open, and it kind of like halfway reading books or things like that. You'll never know how it would have ended. And I've noticed that I used to do that a lot in life in general, and that a lot of people actually do that. And I'm sure somebody's talked about it, but I just haven't come across it, so I wanted to talk about it. That not having firm answers, and I believe that's why a lot of people who don't believe, they don't believe because they can't get a firm answer. But that's another topic for another day. But going back to this, not knowing, that feeling of not knowing, it's so unsettling, and in the future it causes a lot of possible regrets. It makes you wonder. For example, with this YouTube channel, I'm posting videos now. Maybe it'll blow up, maybe it won't. I don't really care. If it does, great. If it doesn't, I'm not doing it for that. I'm just doing it for myself. But if I would have never started this, say a couple years from now, with consistent uploads, it blows up. If I would have never started, I would have never known that, and that would have never been a possibility. But now that I'm doing it, at least I'll know. At least in a year from now, 2 years from now, 50 years from now, If nothing ever comes out of this channel, nothing ever came out of it. But at least I did it. At least now I know that if I want to go ask somebody out and I ask this person out and they say no, at least now I know. At least now the rest of my life I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to go thinking. And of course, you know, that's not going to be the only thing on your mind, but at least now, you know, I won't spend days walking past this person and be like, I wonder if she'll go out with me, or I wonder, you know, it's either a yes or no, and then from there you keep it moving. You know this fact and you keep it moving. And there's a lot of things we don't do that with. People who want to start businesses or careers and they don't, because they're more scared of failing than if they could possibly succeed. It's, you know, it's baffling. And I'll just end it off. Like, I used to play soccer, and there was something our coach always used to tell us, you know, like, you'll miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So you'll never know if you would have made it. Like, you would have never, like, if you don't take any action, nothing's gonna come out of it. But it's just, you'll never know if you could have, if you never took a shot. You'll never know if you would have made a shot if you never took a shot. And that's really all I wanted to talk about today. All right, so thank you guys, and y'all have a wonderful day.